And we're back with our 2024 lead. The fight to control the very closely divided House, it's on, and a lot of Democrats are banking on Vice President Kamala Harris to help down ballot candidates. Joining us now is a Republican whose job it is to actually stop that. The Republican congressman from North Carolina, chairman of the National Republican Congressional Committee, Congressman Richard Hudson. Thanks so much for joining us. I want to start with how the landscape has changed over the course of the last 5 or 6 months. There was a call that House Republican leadership held with their rank and file, which I think my sense of things was it was part pep talk, fire people up in the August recess, but also some warnings. The fundraising prowess for Democrats, the enthusiasm is real. When you look at the map, how much have things changed in the last 6 weeks?
Well, it seems like the world's changed 3 or 4 times in the last several months. But since Kamala Harris became the nominee, we've certainly seen the numbers tighten. But it really is a result of Democrats deciding they were going to be Democrats and that they were going to support the nominee. Under President Biden, a lot of Democrats had concerns, and so his poll numbers were not good. But we're not seeing a whole lot of voters move from, President Trump to Vice President Harris. We're just seeing Democrats increase their enthusiasm.
There is understandably a lot of focus on the campaign trail, but you guys will be coming back for the month of September. During the August recess, 3 Republican committees released their impeachment inquiry report. Do you expect a vote to impeach President Biden based on that report?
We're 2 months out from an election. I don't think we'll see a vote before that. I think we need to stay focused on the issues American people care about, which is the cost of things, inflation, crime, open border. Those are things the American people want to see us address, and so I think you'll see us keep our focus there.
One thing that both chambers of Congress are going to have to focus on, funding the government. You have a deadline at the end of September. Do you see House Republican leaders getting behind a clean resolution to fund the government until after the election?
I think that's ultimately where we'll end up. But, obviously there's a lot of concern about voter integrity. And so there is some discussion about the SAVE Act, which, Republicans and Democrats ought to agree that we only want citizens voting in this election. So there's some discussion about including that in a continuing resolution, but we'll have to see how that plays out.
We were talking about it during the break. I was in Asheboro, North Carolina for former President Trump's rally last week. You were there as well. You spoke. I tried to grab you across the crowd. It was a lot of people, couldn't quite do it. I'm interested. When you look at your home state right now, Democrats feel like it is a flippable state. I would caution that they've said that for several cycles now. But the combination of the Republican candidate for governor, momentum on the Harris side of things, we've seen election analysts put this into a toss-up category. Are you concerned that the Republican hold on the statewide, is in danger right now?
No, I think North Carolina is obviously a purple state. I think the election will be very close. Every statewide election in our state, in recent memory has been very close. But Donald Trump carried the state in 16 and 20. I believe he'll carry the state again. Because people back home in North Carolina are hurting. I mean, the costs are up through inflation. They're concerned about fentanyl deaths. And they're concerned about crime. I think Republicans and President Trump are really focused on those issues. And so I think ultimately President Trump's going to carry the state for a third time.
Last one before I let you go. We always ask this question. You talked about expanding the House majority, which is very, very thin right now. Do you have a sense of seats? How many seats you think you can win?
Well, I'm not going to give you a number, but I remain very optimistic that we're not just going to hold the House majority. We'll increase our majority. And the key to that is we've got really good candidates. And, we've got folks in places like California, New York, Maine, Connecticut, really quality candidates that can win anywhere. And so we think we're well positioned. And again, as long as we stay focused on the issues that matter to the voters, I think our majority not only is it safe, but I think we'll grow it.
NRCC Chair and Republican Congressman Richard Hudson of North Carolina, thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Enjoyed it. Thank you.